problem solving system is a place for you to record and track your problem solving. So when you have a problem within your business, obviously you're going to want to solve it, but you're also going to want to solve it properly so it doesn't come back again. And this is where we'd follow a process such as the 8D, which is used widely throughout the automotive industry. And everybody implements it differently. So we've created a flexible tool to allow you to analyse these problems and come up with some good root causes and actions to prevent it from happening again. So we start off with the problem definition, and we can do it simply, or we can do the 5W2H method or the is not 5W2H method, depending on how in depth we want to go. We can store images of the problem and what's the image of the part when it doesn't have the problem. Then we move on to the team who was involved in this problem solving process. We then can track our response to customers. So if our customer wants a formal 8D or a formal problem solving document, we can attach it in here and make sure we reply by the appropriate due dates. We have our containment. What did we do temporarily to stop the problem from happening? Our potential root causes. So this is like an Ishikawa or a fishbone diagram, where you look at the process, the materials, the people, the movement, equipment or place, environment, and we just very quickly write down what could the problem be, what could the root cause be. And then we go through each of those root causes, and when we identify that one of those is a root cause, then we can say, how did we verify it? Have a little 5Y to further understand why that is the root cause. And then we can propose some actions to fix this problem. Then propose some actions how to prevent this from happening again. So we're not just looking at fixing the problem, but how are we going to prevent it from happening again? And also you might want to consider the escape point of these root causes. So how did the problem reach the customer? Why wasn't it caught in our facility? And again, those escape points come through this root cause analysis. And then once we've got a list of potential actions, we can look through that list and actually start actioning them. So we'll either create an action within our system, or we might start a new project. Because if this is going to be something that you want to go through some sort of engineering change control process, then we can go through the gateway system. Then finally, we can congratulate our team and set the problem as complete. So that is, in a nutshell, our problem solving tool. So it's flexible, it's easy to use, and it will help you to solve your problems properly, and also be a place to remember how you solve those problems when you look back in 5 years' time and say, how did we solve that problem? Because all the history is stored within this system.